Amateur golfers can't swing like Sergio Garcia with this insane lag. How is it that Scotty Scheffler has no lag in his downswing, like 95% of amateurs, but he's the best ball striker in the world?
So in this video, we're not looking at swinging like Scotty Scheffler, but he has a swing with very little lag, like a lot of amateurs coming down, and he gets into impact in such a great position. What's he actually doing that we're not? Now, this video, we're going to look at two moves here to help you guys have wide downswings, compress and hit the ball much, much better. Now, just look at this for a second. If we have swings that have a lot of angle coming down, the angle of attack, and that's the relationship between the club head and the ground, is normally a bit steeper, more shaft lean, easy to get compression. But a lot of players don't have this natural way of loading the club. We'll see players with wider downswings here. And these wider downswings, the danger, of course, is hitting the ground before we hit the ball, hitting it thin, hitting it high, and not getting the compression. But what's Scotty doing there with this wide downswing? And so many other tour pros with these wide downswings like the amateurs. What's he doing to be able to create this compression and create this shaft lean?
Now, we know 9 out of 10 amateurs have wide downswings, and we know that players with wide downswings need to shift their knees and hips more towards the target to be able to create that shaft lean and compression, as you can see with Scotty Scheffler here moving through the wall. But there's a trick. There's something that we have to do with the upper body to be able to move through the golf ball to make this move absolutely perfect. And there's an easier way, a much easier way to do this.
The bigger that the shift that you have, the more shaft lean you will get. If you have a wide swing and you sit back or stay in the middle here, you're going to hit fat shots and thin shots. We need to be able to get this left hip here well out in front of this lead ankle. There's one move here that we need to look at, and it's the side of your body here. Have a look at this. If I get to the top of my swing, now you can see this side of my ribs. Now watch this. If I shift, do you see that angle change? Watch this. We shift and we move to here. This is what I'm after. If I can create this angle through my obliques, the side of my ribs there, rather than this one, this is the move that we're seeing where the amateurs keep this angle here, and it points, unfortunately, down towards the right foot. And what's happening here is we're not shifting, but we're not shifting correctly.
So guys, Scotty Scheffler and Ben Hogan, I just wish I had known about this checkpoint earlier on. I just spent so many years wasting time and working on the incorrect thing. These are the averages of movement. The major checkpoint in your through swing, this is what the great ball strikers are really doing. And regardless of your age, regardless of how old you are, the closer you get to this position, the better that you will hit the golf ball. Once amateurs start to feel this, understand this move, they can transform their ball striking literally immediately. We've seen it for years. We've seen it with so many great ball strikers. Let's explore these feels, these moves, and get on the path of playing some better golf.
So this is the way that you practice it. You see this line here? Now when I move forwards, I tilt this line. I'm not hanging my head back. When I move forwards, I tilt this way. So you're leading with your knees and you get that feeling. Now when I can get through the golf ball, get this side here to point more out in front. Grip the club in your right hand and give this one a go, all right? And get that tilt, get this up over your ear, right? Trying to get that up over your ear. If you can close up the gap of your knees and you've got this side. This is where you don't want to be. Watch this. See that move there? See how that's pointed this way? All right, because this is now too high and we haven't got the separation. Pop both hands on the club and just shift across. See where that points? I think that's probably the best way to sort of get the feel for it. Just pop left hand on top of the club, right hand, shift, and you can see that move. Now, you can feel where you are there, okay? I like to do practice swings sort of over the golf ball sometimes just to relax it. I get a feel for sort of my unconscious mind where it needs to go. Like just wind it up nice and smooth and then move through the golf ball.
Now I've got a drill coming up that gets us automatically into this position. This is your weight shift indicator. This is your lateral shift indicator. And there's a move that we use with this drill with the upper body that gets us into this perfect position. For players with wide downswings, creating this shift, creating this movement on the outside of the lead foot is going to help you with shaft lean compression and improving your all-round ball striking.
So guys, this is like your lateral shift indicator or your weight transfer indicator. Have a look at my lead foot. Watch this. Now, if you could roll on the outside of that lead foot, the foot's at about a 45-degree angle. You just catch your weight. How many great players have we seen in this position over the years? It's like an indicator that you have shifted across. Now, this is an awesome drill that helps so many people. I want to show you this to move through the ball. A couple of little checkpoints here to get the feel, to get that lateral shift, to improve your compression, your low point, but to stop the top half from moving forward. So if I literally get into the position, like if you just literally stand there, you shift forwards, all right, see how the knees are together? See the outside of the, once again, the weight's on the outside of that foot. Now, I've got my arms extended. I'm going to try and stop around this area here and this side of my back. I've got a little bit of a bend, you've got your side bend, and you've got your chest up. Now, I'll just chip this one away, and you can see my body here move through the golf ball. Now I've gone on the outside of the foot, hit it pretty good actually. You can see the lead foot that it's rolled, okay? Now the important thing to notice here is my chest is slightly up and there's a little bit of an arch in my back. Once again, if you stand in this position, it's your lateral shift indicator. We see a lot of amateurs actually sliding the foot back because there's no weight on it. But if you can get used to catching your weight there, like I think sometimes just standing in a position, if you want to get a little bit of muscle memory without overthinking it, sort of just stand in the position here, slight arch of your back, your chest is up, you're on the outside of that lead foot. And if you can just sometimes stand in the position before you hit here, I think this is a really good way to help us program some of that muscle memory. Come back, keep it nice and smooth, move through, weights on the outside. You can see the arms are really extended, see how the chest is up.
Arching your back and leading with your knees is being deemed incorrect by so much golf instruction, but the world's best ball strikers, this is what they're doing, right? This is almost what you call cognitive dissonance, believing there's something to be true even when the evidence shows it's not. So we always hear things like don't slide your hips, don't we? But then again, we know that the average on tour is 4 to 6 inches, and at times much more. So for you guys out there with wide swings and getting this separation, it's going to transform your ball striking. Now, this system that I use here to draw the lines with the angles and the side-by-side examples, this is the same system I use for online lessons. So you'll have your swing on the screen, my voiceover, and guys, it goes for around 20 minutes. I'll give you side-by-side examples and the exact drills, and you can have unlimited contact with me. I can be your coach. So reach out to me at WorldClassGolf.com, where your online lessons in conjunction with 1,400 videos, 85 separate series. They're not on YouTube, a massive library of evidence-based instruction. So guys, at the end of September, I'll be heading to Orlando, Florida to work with renowned coach Dr. Robert Neal. If you're interested in evidence-based instruction, working with facts, reach out to me at craig@worldclassgolf.com.
So guys, have a look at this. Have a look at the right side of my body. Right, now when I see that, so you can see my ribs there in the background as I'm moving through. See the slant, you see that in here? All right, see how I'm shifting forwards? Okay, now watch this. See that move? Now if I do it from this side, it's much easier to see. So if I get the correct movement of the shoulders, all right, bringing that club down, if I go this way, and see the right hip? Now have a look again. See the right shoulder, right hip? Death move, correct move. Death move, correct move.
Voted Best Swing Analysis and Best Online Instruction by several independent surveys. World-class golf instruction is transforming thousands of golfers at every skill level. Do not miss out. This video platform has over 1,400 videos and 85 separate masterclass series. The most structured and detailed video platform ever created, improving golfers on average between 4 and 11 shots. Join the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction. This is golf instruction that you've never seen before. The proven PGA corridors, factual evidence-based material. Unleash your true potential with the cutting-edge swing analysis technology. Experience the thrill of progress with the state-of-the-art practice programs and specialized golf fitness plans. Best information available.